Hey there, fellas. Welcome. Welcome to Week 7 recap. We had a few items that we're going to discuss today. First off, I want to congratulate Chris Wilson. Chris, you now have a win, Bubba. And your team finally, decided to play and to help you out. And it's crazy that what can happen when people put all their efforts onto the field. And what we actually see the results of that. It's amazing when that happens. However, for some of us, including myself, we got beat, and I'm not talking just beat like destroyed. Some of us, but we're going to get into that. Speaking of destroyed, how about the New York Giants getting destroyed by the good old Dallas Cowboys? 6-1. DeMarco Murray has 913 yards. It's amazing. I can't believe it, what I'm seeing on the field. The Longhorns won even, but Texas Cake Standards lost. It's okay, but you know what? We're going to turn this stuff around, and we'll be back next week. First matchup we had. Now, Dave, you had, this is between the Big Blue World Champs and the Death by Taxes. Jeremy is winless, or I'm sorry, he is on a 6-game winning streak coming into this game. We knew that he had a good team, especially with Russell Wilson going off and Demaryius Thomas and Jordy Nelson and whatnot, all having good games. And he's got Marshawn Lynch. He's got a good team with an awesome kicker, Dan Bailey, who also helped beat the good old Giants. Anyway, Death by Taxes. You had a slim chance. You needed, I don't know, how many catches, how many yards and touchdowns from Arian Foster to get you to win today. Jeremy scored 169, and you scored 99 there, Dave. That's going to bring us to the big win of the week for Jeremy, owner of the Big Blue World Champs. And you took a fantasy win with a Giants loss. I took a fantasy loss with a Cowboys win. Imagine how that happens. Big win, and the most points scored goes to the Big Blue World Champs, 169-99. Dave, you should have left in the Dolphins, got you 18 points. Patriots got you zip. Trey Mason, and Cunningham, the guys that you originally had in your lineup, did better than, well, I'll tell you what. Mason did a little less than Lacy, but Cunningham did better than Eddie Lacy. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You lost. You now are 3-4. Jeremy, you are 7-0. Congratulations on the trophies. And sorry about your Giants, but hashtag sorry I'm not sorry. Next matchup, we have the Corn-Fed Fatties and the 5-1 Buckeye Nation. Now, guys, before the Monday night game, Brandon was up over Brian 93-56. Now, both players, Brandon and Brian, the Fatties and Buckeye, had players in this game. However, Brandon's player, Wheaton, for the Saints, did nothing. So he just flat out didn't get anything from him. So he stayed at 93 points. However, Swisham for Brian got him 14 points, and Antonio Brown got him 10 better, 24. So that brings his total up to 94-93, which Brian, owner of the Buckeye Nation, gets come from behind victory and the close game trophy. 94-93. Wow. Brandon, Eli Manning. Eli Manning always does good in Dallas, and he did good. He scored 28 fantasy points for you, but you had him on the bench. You had Flacco. Of course, everybody everybody sees what everybody's doing to Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have no defense whatsoever. So teams are putting up 30-plus points a game on them. It's pretty good. However, Roddy White had 25 on your bench there, Brandon, as well as Johnson had 18. Jimmy Graham didn't get you anything, but whatever. You lost. So congrats to Brian. You are now 6-1. Brandon, you fall to 3-4. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Antlers and the Colorado Reapers. Hey, look at that little Colorado. I got no trophies in this game to give out, boys. Just a lot of points that was left on the bench for Mark there. Bradshaw 21. I'm just going to go down the list here. Bradshaw 21, Keenan Allen 14, Daniel 17, Feliner 10, Gresham 14. The Packers defense got you 9. The Cowboys defense got you -2. I don't know why you picked up the Cowboys defense, because you thought they were doing very well, which they are doing well, with a bunch of no-name guys that are stepping in for players that are injured for the year. It's amazing to see that. But however, teams are still scoring a lot of points. They're just getting it done they're getting yards and the teams are getting points, but they're outscoring their opponents. The Cowboys are. But on third down, you can see Dallas's defense do really well, and that's the key right there, is getting the ball back. But yeah, your tight ends, you had three tight ends four tight ends on your bench that got double digits there, Mark. Craziness. Yeah, you lost 135-89. Mike, you are the winner. Who helped you out there, you think? Le'Veon Bell did very good on Monday night, and Peyton Manning also did well on Sunday Night Football. Ravens defense, 18 points. It's amazing how the Ravens did against Atlanta. Atlanta, for some reason, with all the weapons that they have, are struggling to put a lot of points on the board. Julio Jones, Roddy White, what's this new guy? Antoine Smith. They still got Jaquiz Rogers, Steven Jackson. Their new tight end, Toyo. He drops a lot of passes. But, hey, what do you do? Congrats there, Mike. No trophies here, boys. I'm sorry. Next matchup, we have the Texas Kickstanders and the Fairway Flyers. Me versus Jonathan. Yeah, I crapped the bucket there, boys. I put in Rivers because Rivers has been doing very, very well. And I should have put in Romo. That would have got me 11 more points. And that would have put me at 97 if I'd have put him in. Hillman over Forsett, that would have got me, oh my gosh, that would have got me 16 more. So therefore, that right there, those two players, if I'd have put them in, I'd have had the win. But it doesn't matter. As far as the original preview for this game, Jonathan had Andy Dalton in and he had Steven Jackson in, which he changed, and he put in Cam Newton and he put in Joik Bell for Detroit. Trent Richardson actually did good. Of course, Dez Bryant did very well for you there, Jonathan. Torrey Smith, James Jones, didn't do as good as Julio Jones did, but yeah. Ryan Tannehill had 27 points, and he outscored Cam Newton. Miami, wow, I don't know what happened to Tannehill, but he came out to play in that game. Oh, well. Congratulations there, Jonathan. 109-86, you beat me. I, with 86 points, have the low score trophy of the week. I think that's the second time I've had it in this season. I hope not to get it again. Next matchup, the ass-kicking Chickens and the 0-6 Hooligans. Chris, the streak is over, Bubba. You have a victory. Not only do you have a victory, but you won by 32 points. That's pretty good. 140-108 is the final of this one, guys. Rodney, you had Bruce Ellington on your bench, who did better than Hearns. Bruce Ellington had 13 points. Chris Ivory did better than Anton Smith. 18 points better, actually. And the Chiefs' defense actually scored some points rather than your Lions getting you a big goose egg. Hey, you add all those up, man, and it would have been really close. I'm thinking it might have been a tie, which you would have won, having Tom Brady in as your tiebreaker over Drew Brees for the Hooligans. Chris, 140, man. Drew Brees did good for you. Jamal Charles got you 18 points. The Bills defense got you 15. That's just crazy. That's just crazy, guys. But anyway, that's the recap for the week. I want to congratulate Jeremy on his 7 winning streak. I want to congratulate Brian on his come-from-behind victory and close game of the week. I get low score. Chris, you got your first victory, which is a good thing. The only thing else we need, guys, is for somebody to put a mark in Jeremy's loss column. We need that to happen, like ASAP, or he's just going to run away with it. But you know what? It might be a good thing, because when it comes to the playoffs, the players like, let's say, Demaryius Thomas and all these players, they might actually take a break toward the end of the season, which means it'd be better for us for the matchups, because it's our playoffs when they're at the end of their regular season, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Standings, NFC here. Buckeye Nation at 6-1. Colorado Reapers at 4-3. Corn-Fed Fatties at 3-4. Colorado Antlers at 2-5, and the Fairway Flyers at 2-5. AFC Big Blue World Champs at 7-0. Cake Sanders 4-3. Death by Taxes at 3-4. The Ass Kicking Chickens at 3-4, and the Hooligans at 1-6. Guys, that's the recap. Another thing, few injuries. Spiller went down; he's out for the year. Fred Jackson's down; he's going to be out for a little while. Colt McCoy, Texas. Colt McCoy is going to be starting against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football next week. It's going to be interesting. And now Colt went 11 for 12 and 170 and some change and a touchdown to bring the Deadskins victory this past weekend after Kirk Cousins totally crapped the bucket. But we'll see what happens. I'm anxious to see this game. I'm really surprised, guys, that the Dallas Cowboys are 6-1, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. And a lot of you didn't think Atlanta was going to go 2-5. Dave, I know you didn't. Jonathan, Carolina's struggling, but yet they're at the top of the division right now at 3-3 and 1. Yeah, 3-3-1. But guys, hey, there you go. There's the recap. I hope y'all have a good week, and we'll see you Thursday for the Week 8. The Week 8. Now, guys, this is the midpoint. This is the midpoint of our fantasy season. Now's the time to start getting in there and, showing us what you got. Midpoint Week 8 preview will come to you on Thursday, guys. See you later.